Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you guys about the greatest benefit you experience on semen retention. So alongside many other benefits such as muscle growth, deeper voice, female attraction, mental clarity, etc., I honestly am of the belief that the biggest and greatest benefit you experience is an unstoppable surge of drive and energy, right? I have in my life, I can always account for the times that I had the most energy when I was retaining my seed. And I don't know if you guys are aware of the stat, but after 7 days of a man retaining his seed, it's said that there's a 45% increase in testosterone. So let's say, for example, you only retain it, maybe you've only retained for 3 days or 4 days. You'll still probably see like a 20% increase in testosterone, right? And so as a result of having unstoppable energy and drive and motivation, how does this help your life, right? How does this help you in your day-to-day life, whether it's in your job, whether it's in the gym, whether it's with your women, right? Well, honestly, I can speak from experience because I've had times where I was on 7 months was my longest streak, right? And there's been times where I've been addicted. I've been, relapsing twice, 3 times a day, sometimes once a day, sometimes every day, sometimes once every other day. But during my streaks where I was going the distance, months on end, I can say that having unstoppable energy and drive has been the #1 benefit. So what do I mean by this? What is a practical example of how this is effective, right? Well, for example, when you guys do something that requires labor, whether it's physical, whether it's mental, maybe it's an assignment at work, maybe it's homework, maybe it's lifting something heavy, maybe it's lifting at the gym, maybe it's maybe you're a labor worker, maybe you do construction, maybe you do landscaping. You guys know that every time you are faced with work or you have to do something, there's a little bit of resistance, right? Sometimes there's a lot of resistance, right? And when you retain your seed, I don't know if you guys can relate to this or resonate with this, but that resistance almost fades away. Not completely. You still have, for example, when you're going to go to the gym, right? When I'm relapsing every day, it is almost impossible. It is almost impossible to get my ass up out of bed after a day of work and go to the gym. But when when I'm retaining, it's there's this resistance is still there because I'm tired and whatnot, but the energy that I have in my body, the life force that I'm harnessing, it's pushing me. It's like a push. You're being pushed, and you don't have to use as much willpower. It's everything is already given to you. The drive and energy, it's coming from God in a sense, where it's you're basically on a charger that's just it's streaming energy into you constantly. And it's almost like when you're relapsing, metaphorically speaking, it's almost as if that charger is unplugged from you and you're disconnected from the source, and you don't have as much, you're not getting any charge from the universe in a sense, right? So that charge that you receive when you're retaining is the superpower you get to be able to just do incredible things and work extremely hard and, do a lot of work, right? Work longer hours, be more creative, right? Or just be more consistent. So in a sense, it's the same, the resistance you have when you're in a cycle of addiction is so strong because you don't have that force inside that's being charged, right? It's almost like a charge in a sense, right? So you're not being pushed by anything. You're just having to generate your own willpower, right? And that's taxing, that's tiring. Having to generate motivation every day because you're drained, because you're tired, because you're relapsing is a very draining activity. Sitting there and convincing yourself why you should do something over and over again and procrastinating and overthinking it is extremely tiring. But when you're retaining, when you have that unstoppable energy and your drive is there, everything's just there, and you're just charged by the universe, it's like you're just like on autopilot in a sense, where you're just getting shit done, and it's like it's just happening. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but I you know, you'd have to experience, you know, longer streaks, or even just, you know, a couple weeks to really grasp like the concept here. But, you know, like I said, I think that's the biggest benefit, because when, you know, you are on par, when you're really like just on, you're able to just be in go mode 24/7. Now, obviously you're going to get tired, you know, but for the most part, like 99% of the time, when you're in go mode and you're able to just get shit done with very little resistance, with very little hesitancy, and little procrastination, the results that you're going to achieve are going to obviously be greater than the times where you had to sit there and generate willpower. Because I don't know, like when I was like really relapsing like crazy and in the like deepest like pits of addiction, I can really say like there is no way in hell I'd be able to sit here and be consistent or work. Like when I was on my 7-month streak, I was able to work like 3 doubles in a row. Like like week to week, I would be able to work like 2 to 3 doubles straight. So guys, a double for me would be like 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. And yeah, of course it's tiring, it's taxing, but I was able to do it with like, I was able to have the willpower and the motivation and the drive to sit there and really be consistent and get it going. So that's really what I'm trying to say here, is like, if you're able to really harness your energy and you're really able to, you know, transmute it and in whatever like activities or into whatever goals you have, you will notice the benefit, that the greatest benefit you will notice over time is that you will be able to just have very little resistance to getting things done. It's almost like it goes away. And like I said, it's there, it's still there, obviously, you know, because we're humans, right? We don't like to labor, we really don't. But when your when your vitality is through the roof, you're able to just go and go and go and go, and it's every day. You have that energy with you, and it's every day you're able to generate that go and that drive and that ability to just get things done and not have very much resistance to getting those things done. So yeah, that's the greatest benefit, guys. So if you're, like I said, if you're struggling right now to you know, whatever, make money, be more productive, work longer hours, if you're struggling to generate like the mental capacity to study for school, or write a report, or write an essay, or whatever, start retaining your seed and you will see that you will be unstoppable. So yeah, that's it. That's all, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And as always, I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.